Now we're a boy band. The four of us, we're a boy band. We've got Wendell here.
Is that indicative of what's going to happen tomorrow night? You think you've been, of course, you're one of Broncos' favourites, but tomorrow you're expecting a bit of stick, a few boos?
Look, I think so. I mean, the Broncos obviously a pretty tough side, but, you know, I won a couple of grand finals here. But actually, I think I gave you some wrong info. I played against the Broncos here last year. So...
You'd say you've done it,
I've done it,
you've
sorry,
given
mate.
it to me.
I forgot about that, so
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, it just keeps happening. Unbelievable.
Now this is one of these games at the start of the year, everyone put a bit of a circle around, not just the Dragons fans and the Broncos fans. What about Wayne? He doesn't say much and he wouldn't give you guys the baggage of what it means to him, but is he nervous? Is he a little bit different than normal?
Yeah, look, I can't give you too much because Wayne asked me not to talk about him, so
okay.
Obviously. So he's been pretty quiet all week, obviously. He's keen to come back and he doesn't seem too stressed, but he wants us to do a really good job against the Bronx, obviously.
Now, look, couple of mismatches out there on the game. Are you going to mark yourself up against Israel Folau tomorrow night? Are you going to put yourself on Israel?
Look, obviously he's a handful. He's a superstar, but I think I'm on the right wing, and I think he's playing.
No, we know that. We know that, Wendell. But is there going to be a tactical move to move the big body, Big Dell, up against the young man?
Oh look. No, I don't think so, but obviously he'd be a handful to play, but I think Wayne's pretty happy for me to play on the right side.
I was just going to say, Matty, maybe it'll be the other way, Wendell. Maybe Broncos are thinking we need to put Folau on Wendell.
Oh, no, I think...
No? You know, stop the young bloke.
I'm pretty sure right across the board, all the Broncos players are doing a pretty fair job. The young winger, Antonio, is it? Antonio
Winterstein.
He's pretty sharp, so they can find a winger, the Broncos.
Now, you're hanging in there on the wing. Do you think it's inevitable that you will eventually find your way into the back row at some stage?
No, not really. If I lose my speed, I will. But our forwards are pretty good at the moment. And
you think you'll find your way into the back row at any stage?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Are you still going good?
Yeah, I'm
you
going
set up
right.
that try a couple of weeks ago down in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
Nearly won you the game.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah, all good.
I've got to say, your relationship, though, with the Dragons fans is super. I mean, you're warming up the other day and they were chanting your name. Imagine what's going to happen when you score a try.
Yeah,
I mean, it just...
No, the Dragons fans have been great, you know, and obviously one thing you miss when you're out of the game with the fans, and the way that the Dragons people have welcomed me back like I was their long-lost son, so I've been real appreciative of that.
All right, Wendell's here for the night, everyone, so we'll make him very welcome. And the proud sponsors of the Footy Show this year, down in the front, the Keno Lounge, welcome. All the Kenoites, they're there.
In their Dragons attire.
Yeah, great game, Keno. And you should rip and tear and get stuck into it. It's a great game. All right, now, Wayne Bennett, of course, spent 20 years here, one of the greatest coaches of all time. He has just tried to sneak back into Brisbane undetected, but Footy Show cameras caught him this afternoon.
These are unprecedented scenes here at Brisbane Airport. The great man now just moments away. Have a look at this. This has just been found moments ago. They've stayed here overnight to see their favourite man back in town. Unbelievable. What's he mean to you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Confusion, sort of love-hate?
My Chinese.
Still in love with him?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Ah. Well, he's coming by here soon, so maybe...
Well, I might get his signature, might know.
Or a bit more than that. Waiting for Wayne Bennett. We just thought we'd get your opinion on the man returning to Brisbane this weekend as the Broncos prepare to take on the Dragons. He's doing a Wayne Bennett impersonation. That is brilliant. The 2000 Broncos had the premiership won 4 weeks before the end of the season. I'm not busking. I'm preaching, for sake. You're waiting for Wayne as well?
No, mate, Warwick.
Oh, Warwick. Oh.
我不会说啊，我不懂得英语啊，我是来自中国的。
So true.
Oh, the people in Mackay were gutted. They really were when he left.
Look, there's supposed to be loyalty in football. Everyone's angry at everyone changing clubs. A coach is the worst to change clubs.
Security were on standby and tensions were high as former Broncos coach Wayne Bennett, wearing Dragons colours, touched down on Queensland soil for the first time as an opposition coach.
Here we go. He's left the airport. This is it. Let's get him now. Come on. Wayne Lutzy from the Footy Show, mate. Are you glad to be back in Brisbane?
Off, mate. Off.
Come on, Wayne. For the people of Queensland, speak to your people.
Look, I'm sick and tired of this. My name's Scott Minto, M-I-N-T-O. I'm not Wayne Bennett. See you.
No need to crack the shits, Benny. God, he hasn't changed, has he?
He goes good, Scotty. Well done. Thanks, Chair. That was very good. And Lutzie's back on the show as well later. Pretty popular up here in Brisbane. Now, Brett Finch is a great young player. He's always called a spade, and the headline in the Sydney papers today was, quoted from Brett Finch, "You're killing the characters in the game." Let's see what that is all about. He joins us now live from Sydney. Brett Finch. G'day, Brett.
G'day, guys.
A lot of controversy over the last few weeks, and now clubs are putting on alcohol bans. It's obvious that you don't agree with that, and just tell us about your comment about some of the characters disappearing.
Yeah, mate, I just think there's so much attention on so many negatives in the game at the moment, and there's so many more positives out there, and including the standard of rugby league this year. And I just think with the more negative attention, you know, we're shying away from so many other things that can be out there, and you know, and I just think with that, that's maybe turning some characters away.
Brett, can we just clear up one thing? First of all, Parramatta are playing the Roosters tomorrow night. The Roosters are without Willie Mason and Nate Miles. Now, Willie is one of two players dropped from the side because of breaching the club's alcohol policy, and that was for drinking a few beers last Sunday. Now, am I right in saying you were at Willie's house last Sunday?
Yeah, we went, just had a couple of beers and watched the footy, but that was about the extent of it, mate, so I wasn't too interested.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but as far as you're aware, that policy, well, that's not Parramatta's policy. I mean, that is only exclusive to the Roosters, that they've got this deal that you drink 24 hours after the game and then that's it for the whole week.
Yeah, well, now I know that, I might get round to Willie's house every Sunday, so every time.
Well, that's what I'm leading to.
I'm very good. I'm very good mates with him, but I'm certainly happy I'm not tackling him this weekend.
I've got to say, Brett's father, Robert, used to coach us at the Knights, and he made beers at his place every Sunday actually compulsory. If you weren't there drinking, you got dropped.
But what if you were playing that afternoon?
Well, all the better. A little bit of Dutch courage. Look, it's got to be said, Mason and Miles, they've copped it on the chin as well, boys. You know, they haven't blown up about it. They've copped it on the chin. It was a policy enforced by the club, agreed to by the players. Yep. Now, Brett, this game tomorrow night, the Eels, how are you travelling at the moment? How do you feel about tomorrow night?
Yeah, mate, we've struggled with our attack all year. We've really struggled to find any rhythm in our attack, and our defence has got us the 2 wins, you know, on the back of some real good goal line defence. So, you know, a big loss for them is Will and Nate, but, you know, last year they come to Parramatta and had 6 or 7 Origin players out and gave us a hiding. So we understand they're under a bit of pressure, and, you know, I'm sure Freddie will have them fired up, and we know we've got to improve a lot if we want to compete with them.
Finchy, how you going, mate? It's Del here. Just wondering how Jared Hayne's going there. Obviously, you and him very new there at the halves. He's a very talented, I think, outside back. How do you think he's going there?
Yeah, mate, obviously the team struggle, which probably hasn't helped Hainesy with the smoothest of transitions, but he's only had 3 games there at 5'8", and Daniel's reasoning behind it was to get him closer to the football and get his hands on the footy more. And I think, as you find, if the team starts playing better, Hainesy will find his role there. And like you said, mate, he's a talented player, and you can put him in any jersey and you think he'll do a good job. So, you know, we're very confident him in 5'8", he's going to make a great fist of it this year.
Brett, thanks for your time tonight, champ. Play well tomorrow night. Brett Finch, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Brett.
Thanks for having me, guys.
He's a good man. What do you guys think about what the Roosters have done with their alcohol ban?
Well, the Roosters are in a different predicament. Those inner city clubs, South Sydney and the Roosters, you know, they've put policies in to try to protect the players from themselves to a certain degree. But there's no doubt, boys, if you make a really tight policy and it's inflexible, it comes back to bite you a little bit. And maybe the Roosters at the moment will be looking at this saying, geez, an important game, we need this win. And because of this policy, we haven't moved and we've had to drop 2 of our best yardage men. Yeah. So,
I mean, yeah, it's got to the state where you want to take your wife out for dinner, say, on a Wednesday night, you're not playing on Sunday, you can't have a nice glass of Chardonnay with dinner.
I mean,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, we've got to be careful not to let the wowsers get hold of the game. Fat, you know, I mean, fair dinkum. I mean, at the end of the day, look, and we know we've had our troubles with alcohol, but a couple of, I think there was something in the paper today that 5 beers, you know, 60 hours of trauma for the body. Please, that's just warming up.
All right, coming up after this break, we've got a host of people: Peter Wallace, Sam Tyday, Mal Meninga, They're all coming. But as we go to the break, the great man here, what a player he has been and still is. Let's have a look at some of his highlights.
Well, Sailor's there. Sailor's got the ball. Sailor scored. Sailor's got a try and slams it down.
Right now at Woolworths Liquor, you can save 20% off all your favourite wine when you buy 6 or more bottles. That's 20% off all your favourite wine. Only at Woolworths Liquor today.
Harvey Norman's GPS cleared out! On for 4 days only. Brand new model GPS cleared out! From a rock bottom $155. All the big brands, TomTom, Garmin, Uniden, Mio, Navman, all cleared out! But hurry, GPS clear out! Ends this weekend.
Okay, so what would you say if I said happy?
Oh, growth.
So the more you grow...
The faster you grow, yeah, the happier. You know, from the root to the fruit.
Right.
Grow your savings faster with a massive 5% variable if you make no withdrawals in a month and a generous 3.25% variable if you do.
That's out of control.
Happy Banking, an initiative from Bankwest. Visit bankwest.com.au.
Introducing eHarmony, a new way for singles to find a lasting relationship. At eHarmony, you don't scan through thousands of pictures to find your perfect match. Where's the value in that? We pre-screen each member for you to determine your matches based on deep compatibility in areas like character, intellect, and values. Aren't you curious to see who you'd be matched with? Log on to eharmony.com.au and review all your matches for free.
Going away this Easter? Crack open Repco's latest catalogue, chock full of getaway specials at incredible prices. So hop into one of our 280 stores around Australia. Visit repco.com.au for your nearest store. We know what moves you.
Bum, bum, bum. Save at Kmart with 25% off women's, men's and kids' underwear, socks, hosiery and sleepwear. That's 25% off for 4 days only at Kmart. Bum, 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 bum.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, a leader of unparalleled proportions drove the Rebel Alliance to 6 galactic victories.
Brisbane are the premiers. They are the champions again.
He used the force and devotion of planet Bris Vegas inhabitants to develop an army with a winning record, the envy of the entire galaxy. He's now headed south and done the unspeakable. He crossed the border, changed his colours, and headed to the dark side. He is the most revered and fearsome leader, one who deals in results, not words.
You can do what you want to do, but I know what I'm going to do, so go for it.
Tomorrow night, he plans an invasion of planet Bris Vegas. He knows its strengths and can exploit its weaknesses. He leads his white army of stormtroopers, determined for destruction. The rebels face a battle on their home turf like none they have faced before. Wayne Bennett and Darren Lockyer star in The Broncos and the Dragons. Starts Friday on 9.
Should be a great clash. It's been hosing down up here for about 24 hours. Let's hope the rain doesn't set in tomorrow night, because it should be a fantastic game. And you'll see it live, by the way, in New South Wales and Queensland tomorrow night. It should be fantastic. Now, 2 of the Brisbane Stars join us. Please make them welcome. Sam Taiday and Peter Wallace.